first, I want to answer a question that it's concerning. Okay, so let me see if I can find the thing real quick. Where's it at? Right here, right there. From Mary Taylor. Okay, she says she got her first sale not 30 minutes after completing the setup of her shop. So, first of all, congrats, congrats, congrats. That's awesome. Would love to see or know which product it was, and if it was the guide that you followed and the products that you uploaded that we give you. Okay, so congrats on that. Second, something that you guys got to be very, very careful for, and it's these Etsy scammers, right? Right here, she goes on to explain that Etsy was asking for some verification for identity to give them their credit card and so forth. She gave it to them. She kept giving it to them. I guess at JP Morgan. I use JP Morgan. I'm going to tell you right now, it works on Etsy. But regardless, it's saying it was not supported. Okay. So she used another one, and then they actually took it and they debited $176 from her account. And then they wanted to verify the amount. Then they tried to debit $299. That's scary. That's a red flag. So Mary, I am so sorry that happened to you. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the things that you need to be careful. One, this, right? When they don't support a big company like JP Morgan, come on, right? So just a few things, because just from, I don't know the whole context to it, right? But just from seeing what happened, from you explaining a little bit, it seems like it's one of those Etsy scams. All right. So let me go ahead and bring you real quick to my Etsy shop. I unfortunately don't have any of the things. So when you open up a shop, basically, when you open up a new shop, you're going to get some emails, all right, some messages. Some from saying, hey, I placed an order and I didn't get it through. Well, I just opened up the shop. What are you talking about, placed an order, right? Or another one saying, hey, is this your product, right, with a link. Guys, you got to be careful. Don't click on links on anything in here. I don't care if it's if they didn't buy, like they don't actually have something here where they came from, like let's say this one, Kendra at, if it's not from her, you could literally see the messages. Let me see if here, one here, I have emailed you. Okay, right here, Carly, right? You can see their orders, literal orders right there on the right side. You can see their orders. You can actually verify and go to the actual order that they placed. Okay. So that right there, if they don't have that, they did not buy from you. And you need to mark scam. All right. So just go in there, make sure you go in there and mark, where's it at? Somewhere in here to mark scam. Down here somewhere. Well, I already replied to this, so that's probably, but there's an option here to mark spam. And make sure you do that, because with Etsy, if you don't reply within 24 hours, that actually points against you. All right. You don't have to reply, but if you clearly see it's a spam, just make sure you put their spam. There's an option here. I just don't have it there now because I actually replied to this customer. But regardless, right? So you get different. I wish I had some here. I just don't have it because I delete them. And if I put them into the spam folder, they actually, oh, here's a perfect one, right? They actually delete it after a while. Etsy does. But here's one of our latest ones. Hi, sir. Is this your product? Right? Well, yes, it's my product. But they want you to reply back, right? This customer, Michael, has no image, no nothing. You go to their Etsy thing and look, nothing to see here, right? It's just for them to open up a conversation. That's all they want you to do with you. And then they're going to redirect you to other links. So you got to be careful with that. But anyways, you're going to get many links like that, or emails or messages with this. Another one that you're going to get, right, is one that says Etsy support, Etsy identity verification, which is what I think happened to Mary. I believe that's what happened. You're going to get a lot of stuff that says Etsy this, Etsy that. Hey, we're from Etsy. But at the same time, they don't got no picture. They don't got nothing. Okay. Now, here's how to know if it is from Etsy. Right there. You see where it says from Etsy? You see that badge? That is from Etsy. You hover over it. It says verified message from Etsy staff. Right? You could go here to where it says from Etsy. You could see all the ones that are from Etsy. This is straight from Etsy staff. So unless you don't see that badge, they are not Etsy. Okay? So you have to be very careful. And if you are not sure, please take a screenshot, submit it to the group. Go right here and submit it to us. I'll let you know. Our community will let you know, hey, this is fake. This happened to me and so on. Okay? Because that's what they'll do. You know what I mean? So unless you see that right there, that badge that says from Etsy, they are not Etsy. And they'll be very convincing. They'll be like, hey, you need to verify this before we pay you. You know, and you're making a sale. Of course, you want to get paid, right? So you're going to do things to get paid. But trust me, guys, it is a scam. I wish I had some here, but like I said, Etsy deletes them after a certain amount of time. All the ones that I had here, my newest store that I just opened up, they deleted them all, right? So you got to be careful. So what I would suggest, Mary, if you're watching this, and anyone else that this has happened to, immediately shut down that thing. Shut down that card. Call your bank and tell them, hey, I believe this. I've been scammed out of my card. They're trying to charge unauthorized charge. Please lock my card, deactivate it, send me a new one, and make sure you tell them to de-link. I'm gonna type it in here. De-link card. What that does is, if you don't tell them to de-link it, what it's going to do, is like, there's this stupid law that companies, like real companies, right, like Amazon or whatever, they're allowed to contact the bank and say, hey, we're trying to submit a recurring payment, and then they'll just automatically set up with the new credit card number. Okay, so make sure you want to say de-linked. Okay, guys. But Mary, make sure you do that ASAP. All right. Get your 176 back and send your bank copies. Send them, look, this is a scam. This is this. They're trying to do this out of my, and just, you know, make sure you tell them it's not Etsy, that this is a scam, right? An email scam. But anyways, you know, that's what you need to take care of. So guys, you know, just fair warning, when you open up a new store, you're going to get all kinds of messages from people that you just like, hey, what is this? Right? I'm about to open up a new store for my son here in a week or so. So once I get those messages, I will record them and take screenshots so I can show you. But for now, just be careful. You know, if it doesn't say from Etsy, then it is not from Etsy. It'll just say like help request. That's what it'll literally say. Even if it says, why, like, think about it. Why would Etsy send you an email and then it says help request, right? Makes no sense. So make sure that, you know, if it's anything, and make sure you mark it spam as well. Okay.